Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and today we're going to be working through a new moon flow. Last night we had our new moon in Taurus and it was actually super new moon, which means that its orbit, when we're looking at the Earth and the orbit of the moon around it, the moon was slightly closer to Earth. So we sometimes feel these moons a little bit more, whether they're new moons, full moons, or at any stage of the lunar cycle. So last night we had our Taurus super new moon, and this flow is all about that energy. Our Taurus is very much about this energy of grounding, of recentering ourselves, of connecting to ourselves, but also to connecting to nature and everything around us, reminding ourselves that we too are part of nature. We're part of those rhythms of nature, and we're also part of that flow of nature. We often in the Western world or in our busy lives are trying to maybe take a slightly faster pace. But this new moon is a reminder to slow down. Growth in nature and in our lives is something that's slow and steady, and we get there bit by bit. So this is my invitation to you today as we flow through this practice to invite in a little bit of softness, go maybe a little bit slower to keep connecting to your breath, that natural rhythm of energy throughout our body, and to also have a little bit of fun with it. So all you need is some comfortable clothes, a yoga mat, and let's get started. We're going to start off in a comfortable seated position. You can maybe roll your shoulders back, find a long spine as you reach the crown of your head tall, and close your eyes. Taking a few rounds of breath here, just to drop into the body. This flow is going to be very grounding. And in yoga, when we're talking about grounding, we're talking about dropping into our body, into the physical sensations. So take a moment to notice how you're feeling, how your muscles are feeling, where you're maybe holding tension or tightness. If there's parts of your body where it feels good, where you have space, softness. Taking 2 more rounds of breath. And then slowly, keeping your eyes closed, we're just going to invite some gentle circles into our neck. Just taking circles as big or as small as you need. Working with your breath, observing those sensations across your body. Allowing yourself to explore with the movement. Going for 1 more in this direction. And as you next exhale, switching the direction of your circles, moving the opposite way. Again, observing how it feels. Observing this side of the body. Going for 1 more round in this direction. And then slowly coming back through center, reaching the crown of the head tall. Wrap your hands around your knees. We're going to start bringing the circles into our torso. So moving our torso in circles. You can keep the movement and the circles in your neck if it feels good. You can maybe arch and curl your spine. Just observing different parts of your body. Trying to sync your movement to your breath. Going for 1 more circle in this direction. And as we next exhale, switching, moving the opposite way. Not worrying too much about what you look like. Just allowing yourself to really be in the movement. Allowing yourself to feel different parts of your spine, maybe the lower body, as it's grounded or pressed into the mat beneath you. Going for 1 more round. And then as we next inhale, slowly making our way back through center. You can blink the eyes open. We're going to reach the hands all the way out and up. As you exhale, gentle twist, looking over the right shoulder. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Go for another round of breath. And as you next inhale, come back through center, reaching the hands up. Exhale, we twist to the other side, looking over the left shoulder. Take a full round of breath, really lengthening through your spine as you inhale, exhaling to twist a little deeper. And then inhaling, we come back through center. As you next exhale, hands come out in front of you. We're going to make our way to an all fours. Bring your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Toes can be tucked or untucked. And then you can either work through some classic cat-cows here, or you can start taking some circles with your spine as if you're on the inside of a barrel, trying to touch every single side of that barrel. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze, maybe bring bend into your elbows, maybe bring circles into your neck, allowing yourself this time to explore, to really be in your body, to allow yourself to feel where can you invite more space, where can you stretch a little more. Going for one more in this direction, and then switching the directions. Continuing to sync your movement to your breath, maybe bringing circles into your shoulders, allowing yourself to be, to feel. We're here for 2 more rounds. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then slowly coming back through center. We all meet here on the inhale, squeezing the shoulder blades, cow spine. If your toes aren't already tucked, tuck your toes. We exhale, downward facing dog. And again, just take a little wiggle or walk in your downward dog, easing into the back of the legs. We're gripping into the fingerprints, pressing our hips all the way up towards the sky. And then finding stillness in your downward dog. Take a full round of breath. See you next inhale. Little bend in the knees. We're walking hands towards our feet, meeting in an Uttanasana back of the mat. Inhale for a flat back extension, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to uncurl, coming all the way to standing. Reaching the crown of the head, then the hands all the way up. Inhale. As you next exhale, little bend in the knees, cactus out the arms as you arch the spine, gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Pause here for an inhale. And as you exhale, hinging from the hips, Uttanasana. We're going to go for that twice more. Inhaling, uncurling, vertebrae by vertebrae. Reaching the head, then the hands all the way up. Exhaling, cactus out your arms, bend your knees a little bit. Open your chest towards the ceiling. And exhale to fold. One more round. Inhaling, uncurling, vertebrae by vertebrae. Rooting into your feet. You press them firmly into the mat. Exhale for your cactus arms, squeezing your shoulder blades to lift and open your chest. We exhale, hinging from the hips. As we next inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back extension. We exhale, hands come down to the mat. Walk it all the way forwards. We're meeting in our plank pose. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees come down towards the mat, moving our weight forwards as we slowly lower elbows close towards the body, chest and chin towards the floor. We inhale for cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, pressing into your hands, active balasana, tucking your toes, hips come towards your heels, lifting onto the fingerprints. Take a full round of breath. As you next inhale, lift your gaze. Plant your palms, toes are tucked. Rock it forward, plank pose. Inhale in plank. Exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or this time chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra. We send the hips all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a round of breath in downward dog. So next inhale, lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhaling, generous bend in the knee, opening up the hip. From here, you're going to take 3 circles with your knee in one direction. You can make the circles as big or as small as you want, trying to keep the rest of your body as still and as stable as possible. Then once you've completed your 3 in this direction, switching the direction, bring them the other way. Continuing to breathe. Feel that opening across your hips. Feel that groundedness through your hands and your left foot. Once you've finished your 6 circles, we're going to send the right foot all the way up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Inhale. As you exhale, big step forward, right foot to the outside of the right hand, lizard lunge. Drop your hips, lift your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades. Keep your left hand planted as you inhale to reach the right hand up, easy twist. Inhale here. As you exhale, slowly bring both hands to the inside of the foot. We're going to cross the right foot over the left thigh, bending the left knees. We press the hips back. It's a figure four downward facing dog. Maybe playing with straightening the leg if it feels good. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly step. Right foot comes in between the two hands, low lunge. Inhale here, and then reaching it all the way up, high lunge. Inhale in your high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. We're facing the left side of the mat. Front knee is bent, grounding here. So you next inhale, straighten the front leg, reaching the hands all the way up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhaling to reach up. Exhaling, warrior two, bending into the front knee. Once more, inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhale in your warrior two, pausing here. As you exhale, take a reverse warrior, reaching your right hand up and over. Inhale here. As you next exhale, straighten the front leg, reverse Trikonasana, squeezing your glutes, reaching into the right fingertips. We inhale to exhale, gaze comes down towards the left big toe, turning the right toes to face the side of the mat. We're meeting in a twisted Prasarita as we bring our right hand towards the left foot, maybe reaching the left hand up. Take an inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades, opening your chest. And as you exhale, slowly release your twist. Both hands come to frame the front foot. We're turning the toes to face forwards, maybe lifting the back heel slightly. It's a long pyramid pose, folding over the right leg. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale to fold. So you next inhale, lift your gaze, rock it forwards, bending into the front leg. Plant your palms. We're sending the right foot to meet the left. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees, chest turn or chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra. We all meet in downward facing dog, sending the hips all the way back. Take a round of breath in downward dog. So you next inhale, we're going to lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhaling, generous bend in the knee, opening up the hip. From here, taking those circles with the knee, going as slowly or as quickly as you need, working as big or small circles as you can. We're going for 3 in one direction. And then switching the direction on the exhale, 3 the other way. Trying to grip into those fingerprints to protect your wrists. Once you've finished your 6 circles, we're going to send the left foot all the way back and out, 3-legged dog. Feel that stretch across the back of the left leg. As you next exhale, gaze comes forward, step your left foot to the outside of the left knee, dropping your hips, lizard lunge. Inhale in your lizard lunge, exhale, opening up, easy twist. Lifting the right fingertips all the way up. Inhale. We exhale, both hands come down to the mat. We're going to cross left foot over the right thigh, flexing the foot, pointing the knee out, maybe bending into the right knee as we send the hips all the way back. Figure 4 dog. If you played with straightening the leg on the other side, you can take it here. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, step the left foot in between the 2 hands, dropping your hips. We're reaching it all the way up, high lunge. Inhale and high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2, facing the right side of the mat. Grounding in your warrior 2, lifting in the crown of the head tall. As we next inhale, straighten legs, squeeze the glutes, hands reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhaling to reach it up. Exhale, warrior 2. Once more, inhale to reach it up. Exhale, warrior 2. Pause in your warrior 2, reaching into the hands, grounding here. Take another inhale. We exhale, reverse your warrior, reaching your left hand up and over. Take a big inhale. As you next exhale, straighten the front leg, squeezing your glutes, reverse Trikonasana. Inhale here. As you next exhale, gaze comes down towards your right toes, turning the left toes in. We reach our left hand towards the right foot, maybe reaching the right hand up as a twisted prasarita. We're squeezing our shoulder blades, opening up our chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently release, turning your toes to face the front of the mat. As you frame your front foot, it's a long pyramid pose. We're folding over the front leg. Inhale for your flat back extension. Exhale to fold. So next, inhale, lift your gaze. Lift your back heel, coming back to your low lunge. We plant the palms, step it back, plank pose. Inhale in your plank, exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra. We come all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath. The next inhale, lift your gaze. We're going to walk, step, hop, or jump. Both of the feet are coming to the outside of the hands, meeting in our malasana, our yogi squat. We're dropping the hips. Elbows come to the inside of the knees. Hands meet at the heart center. We're pressing into the hands, then press the elbows into the knees, lifting the crown of the head tall. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands, come down to the mat, turning your toes in slightly. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, slowly releasing hands down to the mat. Turn your toes out. We're dropping it back. Malasana. Inhale in your Malasana. As you next exhale, we're going to slowly drop onto our glutes with or without the help of your hands. Bring the soles of the feet together, meeting in our Baddha Konasana. Inhale in your Baddha Konasana, wrapping your fingertips around your toes, reaching the crown of the head tall. Find length in your spine. And as you exhale, hinging from the hips, folding forwards, allow your head and shoulders to get heavy. Bring that curvature into your spine. Take a full round of breath. Next, inhale, lift your gaze. Slowly uncurl your spine, coming back through center. We're going to come to our cow face pose. We're going to bring the shins on top of each other. They're parallel, so your knees are almost at a 90-degree angle. Feet are flexed. You might already be feeling this in your outer hips. Bring your hands to the outside of your knees. Inhale, find a long spine, reaching the crown of the head tall. If this is enough of a stretch on your hips, you can stay here. If not, as you exhale, you can slowly walk the hands forwards, maybe allowing yourself to fold over the legs. Wherever you are, keep breathing. Take one more round of breath, keeping your toes flexed. And as you next inhale, slowly come back up through center. We're going to switch the cross of the shins. So bring whichever leg you had underneath on top. Bring the foot so it's almost on top of the knee, keeping those feet flexed. The more flexed the feet are, the more protecting our hips. Inhale, bring the hands to the outside of the knees. Squeeze your shoulder blades, find a long spine. Observing your body's not symmetrical, so just see how it feels on this side. Maybe this is enough. Or once again, if you want to walk it forwards, folding over on your next exhale as you release the weight of the head and shoulders down. Breathing into the hips. Allowing yourself to ground your energy, your attention, your focus. We're here for one more breath. And then slowly uncurling vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back through center. Bring your feet out, mat distance apart. Hands are behind you, fingertips facing your glutes. And just take some gentle windscreen wipers from side to side, easing into the hips. Going as slowly or as quickly as you need. And then slowly inhaling, reaching the hands up. We're going to exhale, uncurl vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to come all the way to lie onto our backs. Bringing the knees into our elbows, we're coming for a happy baby. You can take a yogi log, grabbing hold of your big toe, or you can bring the hands to the inside or outsides of your feet. Wherever we are, we want to bring a little bit of pressure to the feet, really pulling the knees towards our armpits. Breathing here. If it feels good and you want to rock from side to side, or maybe playing with straightening one leg and then the other, you can, just allowing yourself a little bit of space to explore with the pose, to explore with your body. Keeping moving with your breath. And then slowly, see, next exhale, bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to bring the feet down towards the mat, coming for Supta Baddha Konasana. If this is really intense, you can bring cushions or something underneath your knees to give yourself a little bit of support. Otherwise, we're allowing the knees to fall out. Bring your right hand towards your belly, your left hand towards your heart. Closing your eyes, we're going to be here for a few moments, allowing ourselves to sink into the mat. Just breathing in and out through the nose, feeling the breath moving into the chest and into the belly, and then exhaling through the belly and through the chest. Find softness in your body, in your being. Find softness in your mind and your heart. Allow your full focus and drishti come towards your breath. Releasing any tension in your mind, in your heart, in your body and muscles. We're here for 3 more rounds of breath. And then slowly, the end of your 3rd exhale, with or without the help of your hands, bring your knees back through center, planting the soles of the feet on the mat, and then just heel toeing the feet out towards the edges of the mat to let the knees fall into each other. Taking a few rounds of breath here, just reversing that stretch, maybe feeling it on the outside of the thighs. And gently making your way to fetal position on either side of your mat. Taking a moment here to ground and connect to your body. Keeping your eyes closed or a soft gaze. And whenever you're ready, gently pressing yourself up towards an upright seated position. Reach the crown of the head tall. As you next inhale, reaching the hands all the way out and up. Allow your palms to slowly meet up overhead. And exhale, bring them down through heart center. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Take a moment to thank yourselves for this groundedness, this connection to body and your breath. And as always, I thank you for allowing me to guide you through this flow. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed that more gentle, grounding flow, I would really appreciate if you could give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I upload at least 1 new video every week. Usually I aim for 2. and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.